Well, it's not a small thing, is it? Because I think that's the problem with a lot of business people is they don't tend to focus, do they?
Afraid not. No,
Mm.
no, they don't, and you really have to, and try and keep things fairly black and white, which is often difficult, but it helps compartmentalise things if you can, and even simple things. You know what I'm finding now in the environment out there now, I'm finding really exciting, because what I'm really seeing is the businesses that are now really successful, and there's a lot of them out there I'm coming across. It's no longer really anything to do with the sector you're in. It's all about the people who've got back to the basics. Again, back to this focus on what are the really important things of a business being successful. And it's any business, you know. We all like to think our business is different, but it isn't really. Maybe at the core there's something different. But outside that, you know, for example, you've got a prospect. There's no two ways around it. None of us can ever take the risk again, in my view, of assuming customers, clients are going to find us. It's too dangerous. So I don't care what your business is, you have got to go out there prospecting. And that comes as a bit of a surprise to some people, but it isn't. It's just basic, and it's always been the case, and we all ought to do it. And the sort of conventional wisdom, you know, is whoever's responsible for selling should be spending something like 20% of their time prospecting. That's in normal times. That's a day a week. And that doesn't apply to an awful lot of people. They don't put that sort of effort in. And again, one of the real fundamentals of business is, you know, there's a ratio between the amount of prospecting, the number of leads you get, and the business you get. You know, most of us measure that. It's a percentage, 5%, 10%, 20%, whatever. So what that means is, the maths means, if you can double the number of leads, that's how you double business. As long as you haven't got a massive market share. That's the way it works, whether you're in a recession or not. And those fundamentals are what I'm seeing people getting back to now and saying, okay, that's how you make it happen. And we have to focus on the bottom line as well, because, you know, again, I work quite a lot with not-for-profits and charities. The same rules apply. The way you grow, basically any organisation, is generating something called profit that you reinvest in the growth of the business. Same applies, you know.